We start.
Yeah. Yeah, let me tell anyone of the my screen is sharing. Visible to all.
Yes, visible.
Yeah, thank you for your answer. Okay, first, before going to the coding and IDEs, we need to know what is data science. So why these years the data science is going to be trending this much? Why are the people are choosing the data science? Do you have any idea about data science? Fine. See, nowadays the data science has been becoming more trend, right? So what is the basic reason for that? Any typical answers, like did you know any general answers? Okay, fine. I will tell you. See, nowadays the everybody has having any unique ideas and moving into a further things and developing new things, right? So any of business requirement need to come out. First of all, what we needed for that business requirement. So if you have a business idea or any if you are going to be any do a startup. So what are they needed for mainly? It's a data, right? So where our application is going to be gone from to whom to reach that application, for whom we are developing that application, all these three requirements needed, right? If you have any one of the requirements, if you have any idea, so we have so many questions. It will work for whom we are designing, right? For whom we are designing. What is the purpose of the project? What is the purpose of project? And how the outcome will come. Still many more questions it will be in the mind, right? So on will be there. So these answers will be mostly will be giving the data science. How the data science will give the answer. You may thinking how the data science is related to give this answer. So see, when you are developing a project, first of all, you will check for the people, right? So with whom people like students need to go for a project, or public people, or public people, or any kind of thing for companies. My screen is visible, right? Any issues with my screen?
No.
Yeah, fine. So everything like this, right? For whom we need to developing the project. So these many questions will be all there. So how the data science is related for that? So when the project is going to be developed or doing one thing, we need to checking for that to whom to reach that project mainly. So we will start from them, right? So I will take one of the live example Geo. See the Geo, the Geo company, how it has been started for giving the free internet, right? Free internet, free calls. He has been the Geo company has become more famous, right? So everybody people has been used to come for Geo company, right? So the most of the sims were the Geo than Airtel when the Geo company was giving is a free. Everybody shifted to Geo. So his target audience was the common people, right? So like that, every idea, every strategy will be there. How the data science has been related? See, first of all, in a data science, there are one of the life cycle will be going to be follow in a data science. What is that life cycle? Okay, I will tell you. So firstly, the data science will follow business requirement. So business understanding. Business understanding means from whom till now we have been discussed for that thing only, business understanding. So this is the first main point for the data science to be gone through. Okay, if we don't understand our business, to whom and where the to reach the project, it will not become very successful. After that, data mining. So what is meant by data mining? See, gather the information like what are the pre-respective needed, what is the necessary for the data, what is the necessary scrap we need to collect. All those things we will be collecting in a data mining. So data mining means we are digging everything. What are the needed? What will be the there? Every information, like every feedback taking from students, people, etc., etc. We are taking the feedback. So data mining is a like feedback. We are getting all information for what the needed for our project. After that, data cleaning will be there. So what is meant by data cleaning? So if we have taken any one of the project, if we have been developing one of the project, so we are going to be filter, right? So feedback forms will be coming from so many people, like various peoples, like students, children, like any younger people or software, everybody. But our product is whose belongs to them, who the data clean from which the member need to be reached. So in the data cleaning for whom needed, for whom to go, all will the process will be going to be done in a data cleaning. After that, data exploration will be done. Okay. In the data exploration, we will be define a problem visually and analyze the data. So where we are going to be visualized and what is the problem in most of the feedback, what are they are expecting. So these will be done. Okay, next we will go with a future engineering. So here we are developing our project, like selecting the important features in that feedback, like constructing more meaningful ones and raw data, which we have a one data. We have been changing that our project requirements according to that data. All those things will be done in a future engineering. Okay, after that will be as a predictive modeling will be going to be done. So what is the predictive modeling? So in the predictive modeling, we will train our handling models, like evaluate our performance. What is the predictions will come, how the prediction is going on, how the model will be going to be successful or not, what is the percentage is going to be coming or not. All those things will be done in a predictive modeling. After the data visualization will be done. Okay. Data visualization. So in this data visualization, there are two types, like trained data, test data. So we communicate the findings with the stakeholders, plots, inheritance, visualizations will be done. So before the product, after the product, how it will be there, what are the data will be done. All this will be done in the data visualization. This is the data science life cycle. If we go on with a Google also, it will be short data science life cycle. We'll call as a data science life cycle. Okay, these are the main things needed for our thing. Without these understanding, we can't go for further. Okay, fine. Fine. Up to here, everybody is clear, right? Any issues? Okay, fine. Next, we'll go for a next thing. Next thing was like what are the knowledge we need to be learned in a data science? What are the skills mainly should become? See, one of the programming language need to come for a data science. After that, we need to understand about maths and algorithms. Okay. Why we need to learn about maths and algorithms? All the visualization data, predicting bar graphs, taking the data should be all been in that in the maths only. Okay. After that, domain knowledge need to be there. Without domain knowledge, we cannot be go with further. Okay. These are the main things we need to learn about the data science. Is there any issues? Everybody is clear? Okay, fine. Yeah, thanks for the message. Okay. Am I going fast or I need to go for a slow or a medium? If there are any issues, please tell me. Okay, fine. Before that, how the data science is going to be work, we need to know. So when you are writing any model or any project, how the data science is going to be work, how it was maintaining, how they are analyzing, in which part analyzing will come. All these things you need to know. Okay. First, they will be going to maintain like data warehousing, data cleaning, data staging, data architecture, how they are going to be a process, data mining process, data modeling, data simulations, and how they are analyzing regression, text mining, how they are communicating, data reporting, visualization, decision making, how they are capturing like data entry, signal. All these things will be under come in the data science itself. Okay. So now we have been now it's going to be a further things. Before going to be further, do you have any questions or queries? Let me know. Okay. I hope everyone is clear, right?
No, sir.
Yeah, fine. Okay. Now we will discuss about why why data science is important. So what is the importance of data science? I got a disconnect due to the net issue. Now it's my audible is clear, right? My voice is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, okay, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Sorry for the interruption. Sometimes it as we said, why the data science to learn? Why data science is important? So it will we can say data science is important because combine for the meaningful data. So
Your voice is
whenever we
breaking,
need
sir.
any now,
Your voice is breaking.
now now it's clear. Can anyone do it?
No, sir. No, sir. Your voice is not clear, sir.
Yeah, sorry for the interruption. Now it's clear. My voice is clear now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My voice is clear. Everything is clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Now my screen is also visible, right?
Yes, sir.
As we discussed in the earlier, like tools, methods, technology, generating of ideas. It will be given the main purpose of the data science. So how it was going to be develop the ideas, how it was going to be combination of tools, methods, technology, how it was been going to work. We'll let you know. See, when we have one of the data, when you have one of your raw data means like your feedbacks or every coming from any sources. Now we are keeping in a one Excel file. Now we need to extract that Excel file, right? So we are analyzing the data more. So we are scrapping the all unnecessary data. So we are combination of SQL and adding of the Python more. There are so many tools and requirements needed. Okay. For that reason, we have been learning more skills and we are using the data science in a specified manner. So this is the because of COVID or a recession, the data science has become more very high trend because to learn about the people's expectations, what they are expecting, what how they are feeling. So most of the companies are working on this. So if there are any issues come for the people, how they are going to be attract and how they are going to be impact on that. So on the recession period, so many people has been suffered, like they don't know where to approach and where which product is good. So if they in that before only if the data science was become as a more trend, they can clearly and develop the applications in a further way, right? So we can be in the recession period, we can be survive can more easily. After the recession only, we have been got like medical applications, apps, doctor consultants in online. All these things come under the after the recession only. Before recession, we don't know at least. So we can consult a doctor in a online. He can check in the our diseases and he can tell the medicines in a online. Like chatbots can be predict our health. All medical applications like predictions like heart cancer, breast cancer, everything has come after the became after came recession only because they know the people has been suffered a more and lot of this recession. So for it should not be faced for the further anymore. For that reason, they have been the data science has been more famous and important key. Okay, fine. So up to here we have been learn about what is data science, all those things. So now we will discuss about which companies are using data science on what purposes. So shall we look at a Google or a Facebook Google thing? I will go with the online whiteboard. So if you choose a Google, now before recession, after recession, the Google has been made so many things in a different way, like AI chatbot called as a bad. Now it's changed to Gemini, right? Now it's called, it says it gone through different things. Like now we can see in a Google, there are a different things will come. Like in the image itself, we have been can edit the themes more, right? Bookmarks in different folders, right? The most of the Google has been updated. Now, if we come into a WhatsApp, now the status has been updated. Now it was coming like what you can tell like updates in the previously before we have came only the status. Now it has been updated to channels like single pic, single time only pics and videos need to come in, right? Like this, every update is just going on, finding channels, see channels, like everything. Now the in the calls also, now we can create a link for that. Before we have been only the 4 people has been can be a call. Now the people of the 6 are in the call, right? So everything has been updated after the recession. So after so many applications have been developed because of people's feedback. all the feedback of people. Now you can see the YouTube also giving us the questions like how you rate like previous ad, how do you rate your previous ad, all those things like good or bad. Like this, you may see what they will do this according to this survey, what they are going to do. See, if most of the people, if the ad was a bad thing, the next time the ad will not come to the our accounts or in a YouTube, because the most of the people are going in a negativity way. So the Google or a YouTube, the ad will be blocked. If you don't go with that survey, how the YouTube people or Google people, how they can find out this was an ad was a good thing or a bad thing to the people? Now in the YouTube, you may explore, right? If this is for children's content, 18 plus content, all these things are coming from where? How in the previously these contents are not available, but now these are available. Why? According to your feedbacks. So most of the data science. Yes, tell me. Any issues? Any issues, guys? Okay. These are the
No, sir.
mainly
Can you?
content of the. Yeah, good. Thanks for me. Thanks for your confirmation. Okay. These are the main things you should know what the how the data science will work. So data science is not only work like this. There are many different types of fields in the data science as well. This is a one part of a field. That's all. Is there any issue? Sir, is there any issue? What is this? Okay, fine. Fine. Now we will go with our ID. So where we are going to be learn and run our programs, all those things. See, data in a data science, we can learn and run in many platforms. So I have been chosen the best platform for a Colab. So this was a Colab was designed by a Google company for security or more. And this was a very friendly to a developer or to the people to understand easily what we are running all those things. So for that reason, I have been chosen the Colab. You can learn it, you can run or learn in a Jupyter. VS Code also it will work by using the extensions. We can learn all those things. Okay. Now we will choose about Google Colab. The Google Colab will be like this. So we'll go with it throughout the platform. This one thing. Okay. When you observe a Google Colab, it will be shown like this. All these contents will be come. So we don't need all this stuff. We can choose okay, open Colab or a new notebook, any of this. So if you press a open Colab, the Colab will be presenting like this. So the chosen theme will be there. If it is not come, don't worry. If you press a cancel, it will be gone. So the mainly Colab will look like this. Okay. The Colab will look like this. You can see in the when you open the Colab, you can see some of the structures like import NumPy, Panda. There will be some of this stuff will be there. So if you want to learn, you can press this thing, you can learn. Okay. Before going to that, we will be proceed for the further. How we need to run our codes, how we need to connect our files, all those things now. So first of all, after the completion, you need to choose a file. If you choose a file, it will be available new notebook, open notebook, upload notebook, all these things. If the upload notebook means if we have any already run notebooks or if you have any notebooks in your local machine, you can upload your notebook and run it. Or else you can choose like a new notebook. If you press okay, fine. See, you can choose your new notebook. If you press a new notebook, the notebook will come like this. So if you want to open a notebook, if you have already done, if you press a open a notebook, it will shows the notebooks whatever you have in your file systems. Like see, United. Now we have been open this file. So that's the reason it was showing. You can change the name like this. Like I will change like data science workshop. Okay. Or else data science. You can use anything of this. You can choose anything for that. If we source, okay. If you press here and if I cancel this one, if I go for a file, open notebook, okay, the name will be changed automatically. Don't worry about that. Okay, if we reload or after the completion, you can see the data science is our notebook file. Okay, Just you want to need about blocks about this file, you can go for these blocks, or else you can close this. After this, what you need to do? Next, you need to connect the file, okay, for a runtime. If without a runtime, we cannot run our files. So for that reason, we are connecting the file. If you press this thing, it will automatically will connect. Okay. See, now we can see that the connecting. Okay, it was connected. If you press this RAM, these are the many files will become. If you want to know about more, if you press one thing, it will be giving some of the description type. Okay, you can show. That's not an issue. Up to here, do you have any doubts up to Google Colab? I want to tell again. Is everybody okay with this now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Okay, now we will go for a further things. So first of all, we will learn about step by step how to read the data. After completion of reading the data, how to take the data from a CSV file, like in our own Excel file, how to take the data from that, how to choose a path, all those things. Okay, first of all, we need to run data. First of all, we need to check the packages, if the package is present or not. So first I will check import pandas as PD. Oh, sorry, as PD. Okay. If I run this file, if the pandas are available, it will be shown like this. If it is not available, it will show an error. Just install pandas. You can choose. If it was getting, you can go with a Google and type pandas install command. If we press this command, it will be showing many things like this. You can choose C pip install pandas or pip3 install pandas. You can choose for that. Okay. See, without pandas, we cannot read the data frames. So for that reason, we have been using the pandas. The pandas is the main thing to read our databases. Okay. The without pandas, we cannot proceed with. Okay. Fine. Is there any doubts? Fine. See, the pandas, what it will do. The pandas is a library of a Python. It's a Python library. It will be working on a data sets. It has a function like analyzing, cleaning, exploring, manipulating data. So for that reason, we use the pandas. Okay, it was invented by India 2008. Okay, fine. Okay, this was the basic structures you need to know about compulsory about these things. That's the reason I have been explained here. Okay, fine. If it was not available in your systems, you can use the pip install pandas. So now if you can write like this. See, now I was already available, but again I was trying. So that's not an issue. If it was come as a reader also, it was requirement already satisfied was showing. So if was not there, it will won't show like that. It was install all the files, what are the required from the pandas, it will install it. So now I was deleting here. Fine. Now we will go for the next thing. Like first we will take like how the Python. So before going to be data science, you need to know about at least basics of Python. If you don't know about the basics of Python, this thing will not get you understand. So why we have been taking the data? What are the variables? What is the array? All those things you will not get. Okay, fine. Is there any issues I need to tell till now? All right. Okay, fine. So to check the versions of a Python pandas. So which version we are using in a pandas? You need to check like this pd dot hyphen version. If you press and run this file, oh sorry, it need to give small letters. Okay. See, if we won't give a small letters, it won't come. It will show an error. So now we are using the version brief about Python. See, if I go on with a brief about a Python, then we cannot proceed with a data science. Okay, I will tell you some of the things of in a Python. What are those things? Okay. So if we hyphen version, it will declare the Python the pandas version which we are using now. Okay. So now we are using the Pandas version 1.5.3 version. Okay, fine. So now I was deleting this. Now I will go with one more. Okay. So the Python, most of the Python you should know already, right? So what is how the variable data, variables, how we need to take all those things, right? So I will see now I was taking one of the variable data called name as a data in the array I was writing. So first thing I was providing the name. In that name, my list was going to be right. See, like Sai, comma. Do you know right how to differentiate list all those things? I know Vignesh. So like infi skill. After that, we are going to after that infi skill, we are providing like workshop. So I am writing many of these data. Okay. After that, I was writing about age. Okay. Okay. Why? What it will be declared the age? All those things will be discussed here. Okay, fine. Age here in this age, I was writing one of the 24, 23, 45. Okay, to as our wish. Okay, whatever we are writing the data, it should need to come. Okay, sorry, my new log is locked. That's the reason that the arrow was going to be split. Okay, if you press a comma and if you write, we can write one more variable name like city. I was providing as a city. Okay, in this city, I was first of all, I will write like a Chennai. Again, I will go with a Hyderabad. Okay, Bangalore, like virtual. So as our wish, we can write. Okay, fine. Up to here, writing data. Okay, fine. I understand. Give me a minute then. I will change my settings. So I also don't know how to change a theme for this now because I didn't change it before anything editor of these things. So give me a minute. I will check where to change. Okay. Because I also don't know because I've been using this tool from it was be comfortable for me in the black dark theme. I hope you have been issue for the black theme. Okay, I will change to. I hope maybe in the settings only it will available. Give me a minute. Maybe in the settings. Site. Yeah, theme here only available. Light theme. I got it. Fine. Now it's visible, right? Clear, everybody. Now I hope everybody is cleared now. Okay, fine. See, now I have been read the data. Okay, up to here we have been read our data, everything. Okay, now I will run this code. Okay, so our data has been this all information now entered to our data name. Okay, in the call as data name. Okay, now we will go for a next steps. So up to here everybody is not like how to take a data and how to write a data. Then how to print in a data frame. How it was coming like a Excel. Now we will see. So df called as a data frame. pd.c. Now we are converting our data into a data frame by using a pandas. So data frame. So here we need to write our variable name like this thing. What are the written here? Here we need to write our name data. So now we are connecting our data into a data frame. Now if we run here print df. Now we don't need to write like this much of big name. So all this content has been converted into data first. After this data, we have been converted into data frame. And if we run this data, see now data frame has been came. like see name, age, city, how the Excel file will be available in our sheets. The data file came like that only, right? Any issues? I was closing these unnecessary tabs. Up to here, do you got a clear idea? Everybody got a clear
Yes,
idea
sir.
about here? Yeah, good. Thank you, Ma. See, after this, now we'll go for a further things. Okay. So how to win if we're suppose we know we have been like all data has been filled successful. Now we need only the data of header. What is meant by head? So now you'll see print def dot head. Okay, what is this will do? Now we will see. So it will do only the header files. So all this was contains into a main header. So it was a very less files. For that reason, it was showing like this. So if we have a in our Excel sheet, it will be a many files, like many content will be there, like 1000, 2000 data will be there. So for that reason, some of the headers only will come. Like if you press it, keep here 2, and if you run this like this, see in a previous thing, if we run the file, it will all the data has been come. Now if I change it to number like 2, so only the two files in this name, like what will be available in the two files in above data. See Sai and Vignesh. So you can observe it. Only the two files has been kept because the header will head will print the data. What are the files? It's called as a rows. We can call it as a default rows. So it will first, if we take as a print, if you don't give any here, if you print here, it will print a default rows will be printed. After we are providing any certain particularization number, it will print that particularization number of data. Okay. So if I giving is a 1 only, if it will come only the one file like this. Okay. Now we have been, if we don't want from a first onwards, if we want from down onwards, what we need to do? So now we need to print df dot tail. If we print like this, so basically you may observe what is this, how it has been coming like this. So we have very less data. Now I will see. Now I will give a for this also specific number like 2. Now you observe the above and below data differences. Am I right? So that tail will be coming the output from the file reading from the down onwards. Okay. From the down onwards, the data will come for a tail. If we go with a head, if we go with a head file, it will come from a top onwards. Okay. Up to here, do you have any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Be a minute, guys. Okay, fine. Now we'll go for a further things because I got a one of the important one I need to attend. Okay. Now, what is this shape? We have a one of the shape, right? What is print df dot shape? What it will do now? Now we will check. Okay. So it will be a print of the what are the available items. So how many there? Okay. Like number of rows and number of columns will be given by the this shape. Can you observe here? See 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. So 4 rows are being decayed. How many columns are there? 1, 2, 3 columns only there. It was came by a 3 columns. So the shape, if we have a many of columns and rows, we know we can't count, right? Oh, 1. This was a 2. This was a 3. If we go in any of data sets, there will be a large number of data will be there. So we cannot read like a 1, 2, 3, 4. If we are reading like that, how it will be going? So it will take a lot of time, right? So for that, we have been using the shape. Okay. Now we will go with the info. What is meant by info? Okay. So I will show you. So every step. So if we run this, I will scroll down my page. Okay, fine. Where is my scroll bar? Give me a minute. Okay, fine. My screen is visible. See, now if you see here, the information will be coming clearly. So what is this information will give? So what are the methods, data frame, info, name, age, it all will be given in the info. Okay, fine. Now we will go with a descriptive statistics. So what is meant by descriptive statistics? Print df dot describe. Okay, what it will do? So it will count. So what is meant? What is this you have been getting? So what is meant by count means you may getting very more confusion, right? So what are these stuff? What it was the main reason for behind this? So what is the use of this for us? You may getting all those things. See, this was a count for every column and every there will be a one of the specific reason for that. So coming to a count, it will count the number of non-null values in our strings. So when we go with this, how many are there in our file? What are the points are present in our columns? All will be done by the count. Coming to a mean, it will be the average value of the data of the column. What is the average value? How it going to be calculated by summing up, and how we are dividing by the count, all those things. STD we called as a standard deviation. So for that reason, I have been already mentioned, you need to know about some of the maths. If you don't know about the maths, so you may get some of the issue like that. What is how the mean, how the standard calculations will be going to be done. Coming to a minimum, what is minimum? The minimum value in the column which represent in this smallest thing, smallest observed value. What is the smallest observed value? Like this, it will be checking. Okay. After that 25, 50, it's a we can call it a quarter line. So it will be called as a QUA or TILE. Okay. It will be the first quarter line, lower quarter line. It will be going to some of the different types of percentage. It will be going to be done. When we are working on a scatter plots, it will be it is the most important thing we need to know. So after that maximum, what is meant by maximum? It's a column which represented the observed value more, highest to observed value. Can you observe here? What is the highest observed value here? 45. You may see here 45, right? You can observe the minimum value. What is the first minimum value to? So it was taking from our data set. What is the minimum value? If we have a large data sets like 100, 2000, 5000, it will be going to be like this. So this was the largest value which is in our data set, which is the smallest value in your data set. For this minimum, mean, all this will be going to be what is the 25% maximum. All this will be going to be done here. Okay. Up to here, any doubts?
Sir, what is mean by standard?
See, I already told standard deviation. So what is meant by standard deviation means you have been learning a max in a 10th inter, right? What is meant by standard deviation? You only tell me. See, standard deviation is a set of numbers like frame, like columns, rows. In respect of calculate for the statistics, we use the standard deviation. Okay. Fine. Is there any issue?
Okay.
For statistic purpose, you mostly use the standard deviations. Okay, for the given the data frames for those things. Okay. Now we have been learn all those things like what we have been learn how to add our data, how to read our data, how to head our data means how to first top only come, how to take from the data, how to describe our data, how to get info our data, right? Now in our data set, we don't want all these stuffs. We need only one single column. How we are going to be get? See, in my data, I need only the name data. How we are going to be data? In SQL, we'll write like now in SQL, we will write like how the select star or select the name. Now in the Python data science, how they are going to be see. So how they are going to be print df, which column name you needed, which row name. If you press this, that row name will be displayed here. Okay. The which row name. If you want to be a multiple row names, how we are going to be done now? Print same as is like in the list, which we are going to be done like this. So print if name age. Okay. We need to see whenever if we miss anything, if we have been getting error in our column, see if we need to check our names perfectly. If I write like this also, see if I was age, if I run the code, it will show an error. Why? Because we didn't mention any age in that in our data. So for that reason, it was showing an error. See, if I press a capital A and if I type to run, now also it will get an error because in our data, the age was A was a small letter, not. Yeah, sorry guys. Hello. Hello,
Yes, sir.
my voice is sorry
Yes,
for
sir.
the interruption due to the right issue.
No problem, sir.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, my voice is audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sorry for the disturb. Sorry for the call interruptions. May take sometimes. Okay, so now we are going to be accessible multiple data, multiple columns post in our files. So now why it was getting an error? So explore the okay. Fine. Shall we go for further now? Okay. So now I was going to a further thing. Okay. So when you are accessing a multiple columns, you need to check this syntax because the columns were different. Okay. See now the how many ages will come like this. So we have been accessing two names, name, age has been there. So you need to verify clearly how whatever the word done. Okay. Now we are going to be done accessing in the inside file like df.log. So if you print this, what is the output you may expect? See, my screen is visible, right? You getting understand? Hello.
Sir,
Hello. Yeah, fine. Thank you. See, we don't want all unnecessary data. We just needed only one data. How we are going to be did that data? Okay, like this. When you have a specific, when you observed in the top, when you have been written here, the numbers will come in. So if we assign that numbers like we called as ID, if we give an ID, so now I was providing ID as a 2. If I run this, all the data belongs to him. It will become like clearly like name, age. So when you observed in any of the SQL or any applications, when you are searching one of the ID, all data will come how they are getting. So the data will come like this. If we press an ID, according to our data, it will come like this. Okay. So this is called single row by label. We'll call. Now we'll go with a single row by integer index. How it will work? Print df.ilog. Sorry, 0. We print this. Okay. So here it has been different thing now. Okay. This is called a accessing single row by integer index. Okay. This is called as a single row by label. Okay. Fine. How you can going to be access in a multiple rows in a one time? Just I was copying this thing. Copy. So if I paste, so how I need to access? So the way of accessing is like this. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. Something has been cancelled. Okay. Now it's visible, right? Why it was coming like this? So it was something issue. So I was again opening my Colab notebook. To Colab. Open Colab. Close this. So data science. Now you can see the automatically the file has been updated here. Okay. After this opening this, I've been closed this. Leave. That's not an issue. So check this automatically it was connecting. So every file has been run successfully. So it has been not saved up to here. Okay. So that's not an issue. We don't worry about that. We have been learned all those things in the previous. So just we have been running this to solve the stuff. Okay. Now we will see about how to access those multiple things. df.loc locations. I will give 0 is to 3 or a 2 as I wish. Okay, there will be error because our syntax was missing. So now if you see this up to 0 to 2, what are the location files or the it will come. If we provide like a 2 and 3. So 2 and 3. If you print the file, now it will come like this. Okay. Fine. Is there up to here any doubts? How to read the data, all those things?
Sir, what's the difference between log Location and ILOC.
Yeah. See the location and ILOC. The lock is there, only the single row by label it will come. Okay. ILOC is a integer index value. According to a integer value, it will work. Okay. ILOC. Okay. Fine. See, now we will have been done all those things. Now, how we are going to be add a new data? See, now if I want to add one of the new data, how I can go into add for that? I will tell you. See, I want to add like a gender. Here you can see about the gender, no, right? But I want to add a gender. How I going to add? See, now I was taking one of the like filter. So I'm going to filter, right? So I was using the filtered df. This is our wish. We can take anything. Okay. Filter df equals to df of df age. Oh, sorry, I was not. I was adding the new thing, right? So I was this filter. I will later. Okay, filter means how we need to get a this much only a according to this thing according to length. So adding a new column. I will tell you new column. See, sorry. So I was adding a gf df. Sorry, not a gf gender. I was adding about the gender equals to. So first thing I was called as a male. Second thing called the female. Male. Female. Okay. Okay. Fine. See if I print df. So first, before printing the print df, I was going to check is there any issue before adding. So there was a no issue before adding. So for me, there is a no issue now. Print df. Now what the output will come? See, the gender has been added. Before data, the no gender has been there. But after the data, the gender has been there. So now how we can going to add we need to data frame. If we do like this before the value, it was going to be add a column. This was the list. Okay. Now I will going to be a filter out things like see some of the filters like above 20 only I need to come. So I don't want it less than 2 years. How I going to be done like this? No, like now I was going to be a filter thing. So filtering filter df equals to df of df. So where we are going to be filter our thing in the age only, right? So I was providing the age less than 25. I will provide sorry greater than. So greater than 25. If I give a greater than 20. Okay. If I give a greater than 20, what are the data will come? Only the 20 above data will come. So now I going to print filtered this one filter df. If I print this, you can see the number of the workshop is been gone because it was not satisfying this condition. If I give it less than 20, see if I run this above now you can see only this thing. Okay, this is the condition where we are going to be see. Up to here, do you have any doubts? Up to here, any doubts?
No, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay. So just to spend it two minutes more, I have shared a feedback, I mean attendance form in the chat. Please fill the form. I will give you 2 minutes of time. Okay. Just spend few more minutes on that, maybe 2 minutes. After at 7:10, the feedback form will be closed. It will not open. Only the 5 minutes are there. Fill it fast. Okay. Can I continue with class? Okay, fine. So up to the now, we have been learn about the basics of our reading file, adding new file. Okay, all those things. Okay. So I will give you a time, fill it and fill it. After that, we will discuss. Yeah, great question, guys. Okay, see, when you are providing a data, what is this gender color? Some of the questions say, right? Okay, fine, nothing happened. See, what is this? See, if we have a one data, right? If we have a one data like all this name, age, and everything. See, if we want to give any of the data, if we want to add one more column in our data, the name, age, city is only is not good. So we need a gender. So if we want our college I mean, their student college information, what we need to do? So we need to write like this. If we want to add a new thing, college name like this, if we want to write equals to in the list purpose, and how many members are there? Not the 4 members are there. See, I will write like Welltech. Okay, as in the question, Welltech. Now SRM. I have written only the 2 things, right? If I run the code, it will give a definitely an error because the index value was 4, but our index value was 2. So it will be maybe most of the differently thing. So when you are providing the above list, it should be a same. If it was not there, if we don't know about thing, we can provide as a null. So null means nothing. We don't have any information about that. So we can proceed this thing. So if I go with a df, sorry, print df. You can see now. See college name, Veltech, SRM. It's came now. So this is the gender for adding a new columns. We have been using this thing df. So you may get, sir, after that we want to change the values. How we can going to change? Right? You may get a question, sir. After that I got this null values. Something. How I need to go to change that thing? Okay. See, now we'll tell you. See df dot at where the value was there in the 2, right? In the 2, where we are going to change. That's the important thing. 2, comma, in which column you are going to be changed. College name equals to what thing we are going to be changed. Like again, I was writing Veltech. We need to write like this. Okay. So if I print df, one minute, is the issue. Yeah. Now we can see print df that change it to Veltech according to the thing. See, now here it has been null, but in the after adding the college name for ID, if you don't use the ID, it will change all every places now. So it will be getting a very issue. We should not do that. Whatever the ID number which you are providing need to check perfectly. So for that reason, every companies are providing our IDs or application ID, token IDs, or any one of the particular ID will be there. Okay, fine. Is there any doubts? So you may get, sir, what is the purpose if we want to change a college name? He has been given a wrong college name. So for that df, so first we need to write a column name. So which column we are going to be changed? So we are going to be changing a college name, right? So for that reason, I have been written a this thing. After that, dot replace. So what we are going to be replaced from where? That should mean, okay. In the college name, replace Veltech students has been filled a wrong name, like they need to be Veltech University. So Veltech from Veltech University, like this. Okay, fine. After that, in place equals to true. Okay, if I run this, it will run. Now we will print, take a print df. So now if I go to check, see, now the college name has been changed here. Okay. You may guess, sir, why the above Veltech was not changed, below Veltech was changed. Because we need to check here the capital letter or small letter. Here in the above Veltech, the small v is there, but in here the capital V is there. Okay, you need to check all those things before applying every function of that. Okay, is there any doubts? Okay, now we will see about one of the small new thing, gender map, mapping the values for the numerical, like. So I was taking like a gender map equals to, you will get what the main thing, it will be 0, comma f 1. So df gender equals to df of gender dot map gender map. Okay, If I run this, so if I print df, so what you may guess the output will come? See, the output values have everything changed. Now you have been every time you observed in zeros and ones only in the most of the data sets, right? So because like this only they are going to change because they no need of all those things. Okay. If you have been a very large data strength, it will be getting very issue for this storing and all the two things. Okay. Fine. So maybe basically the gender map will set another values. So why they have been using this thing? Most probably to prepare a graphs like a graphs thing, pie charts. The value will be a more easy for them or compared to text, right? How can they, when you are using a Matplotlib, how can they calculate this text? It's impossible. If you have a zeros and ones or any other stuff, it can calculate easily, right? So when you observe in the data sets, you can observe like zeros and ones only because the value which the prepare of your dashboards like graphs, scatter plots, all will be in a max only, not in a theoretical way. Okay. Fine. Up to here, any doubts? Okay. Fine. I hope there was no doubts. Now we are going to be learn about new thing like this was a manual data, right? If we take a manual data, it was a so much of things. How can we download from a data sets from a Google? How can we upload in our file? I will see. If you type in name data sets, if you press a data set, you will be getting a lot of data sets like this. If you open up any of web link, it's fine. If we choose like there will be so many of data sets will be there. Okay. So many of data sets, so many of things will be there. So I have already downloaded one of the data set. So you can download like this. You can choose of any of these things. Okay. And you can go with that thing. Okay. Like see, if I press this thing, Grand Theft Auto V, if you go down, you can find all those things. See, you can see here all the data like unique values, all those another berry stuff, everything will be there, right? So, but I have already downloaded one of the file like security issues, not cyber securities. I will show you the data set. Wait. Yeah, my data set screen is visible. My data set screen is visible. So if you observed a more thing, what are the values? What it will the thing are there? Most of the things you can see a personal anger for this was the security. You can see cyber crime. See, okay. Agra, Delhi, every country, every state data set will be amongst here. Totally, how many are available? Nearly up to 192 are there. You can see a totals, all this. All the values are in the numerical only, not in a text, because whenever we are designing any of the data set, when you are going to be a train of the data set, most of the values can be seen like this only. Okay. Because when you are preparing a graph and when you are preparing it for a training, all the sets will be visible for that itself. We see most of the data sets, you can see here zeros, ones. So most of the data, not only for this, we go for a back. And if we choose any other like this, say I am going to be academic inquiry. So if we go down, see where is the data set? Okay, it was in a large MB. It was a JSON file. Okay, not in a CSV file. So we can go for a back. And you need to check all the data sets. Will you see this was one of the CSV file? You can see here one of the CSV file. See here also see numbers only available. Hours, scores, integers, decimal, data cards. Because most of the data sets will be working on the numerical things only, not in a theoretical. Okay, if you choose the NLPs, everything will be there. So you can work on your own data sets. Okay, fine. Up to here you have been learned. So now how to import our data sets? Now we will see. Okay, how to import our data sets. So first thing we need to choose our drive. We need to, before drive, we need to do one more thing, like we need to connect our drive here, Google Drive. So you can see there will, if you press this icon, tables icon, there will be a 4 options will be there, 5 options. You need to choose a last drive called files. After that, you need to choose a drive, mount to drive will be there. So it will ask him to connect to our Google Drive. So if you choose our Google Drive like this, it will take some of time, like mounting your Google Drive, all those things will come. So, okay. So our drive has been imported here. After that, we need to go to our Google Drive. Okay. So we need to go to our Google Drive. Just go for my drive. It was taken. You can observe here Colab notebooks. So whatever we are working on in notebooks, the all notebooks will be going to be saved here. You can observe here data science file name. So we need to import first our data set. So I was taking a new folder. I was creating as a data set like this. Okay. So most probably you should not give like spaces. Okay, you should not in a sometimes it will get an issues. So we need to give underscore folder names. We need to open and we need to upload our data set file to here. Okay. This is the first thing we need to see. So after uploading, you can see our data set file here. It will, if it is open, you can see. So you can see here numbers, all our data set has been imported successfully up to here. Up to here is everything. How to connect to our drive. So how to take the data set into our Colab notebook. Okay, I will let you know. See, if you come to your drive, my drive, Colab notebooks, data set. You can find your data set here. Okay. So how can you are going to be read that data set? Okay, you need to read the data set, right? First, before thing, this was a large data set. You need to read it. How we are going to read it for that? So for that, we are going to use our reading file while using the pandas dot read CSV. So which we are going to be done. So now I was going to here. Now I was writing df equals to data frame equals to pd dot read underscore CSV. Here in the quotations, we need to provide our location path. See, if we press 3 dots, copy path will be coming. If you copy that path and if you paste it in the middle, it will read our data. You can, if you reload this, so our data has been read successfully. Print df. If we do this, our data set will come clearly. Everything you can see a caching, all the data sets, whatever the things available in the data set, all the data set has been here. City, personal revenge, anger, extraction, everything. Okay. Fine. So now we will be work on the, so in the previous codes, what you have been done, we have been worked on small data on the right pdf.head or type. Now we will see now the things of print print df dot head. Okay. Okay. So our data has been head data all come. If I given only the 10, so you can see here 10 data only came. Previously many data came. Now it has come from the 10 data. If I given the 5, only 5 data. Okay. Fine. Now we will be further thing. now PDF dot tail. So this is the only thing we are doing. After that, the time is going up. On next class, how to draw a graphs, how to do the things we'll learn in the next class. So if you print now, we can see the numbers are coming in reverse style. In the previously, we didn't get understand, but now we can getting very clearly. So if you press a 10, now if you take and see 190. So from the reverse, the tile has been coming. Okay. Fine. Now the time was running out. So today we will stop our session and we will continue on Wednesday. Fine. Up to here, do you have any doubts? You can ask. See, we got the responses only from 27 only, from among 42. At last, don't ask the certificates or we missed our certificate, we didn't get our certificate, all those things, okay? Because according to this only, we will provide you these certificates. No doubts. Okay, fine. So we got 27 responses at 7:30 or 7:35. We will close the responses. OK. After that, don't ask us to on certificates thing. OK. Yes, on the next class, we will be going to be learn how to visualize data. Because if you don't know how to read all those things, you cannot be visualize data. For that reason, for this session, we have been given the 2 days of data sets, not in a 1 day. OK, fine. In the second day, you will be going to learn all those things. Fine, guys. Yes. If you don't know all those things, you cannot be going to visualize, right? You will not be getting anything of your brain. What is DF and how they are going to visualize all those things for that reasons. OK. OK, fine. Okay, fine, ma. At 7:35, we will close the forms. Still, any was missing to fill the forms. OK. OK, then you can leave. Thank you. Samara, you need to speak anything?